Hello, today I'm gonna be explaining the FRQ game state. So in this question, you'll be completing the method from the class that to be used represents a multiplayer game. So you'll be able to implement these methods without knowing the state of the game or the player's strategies. The game state interface describes the current state of the game, and different implementations of the interface can be used to play different games. For example, the state of a checkers game will include the position of the piece on the board, which should make the next move. So the game state interface is right here. We have the interface. We have so there's gonna be several methods in the interface. So the first one is gonna be a boolean to check whether the game is over or not, and it will return true if the game is over. And then we have a player should get the winner of it. And then we have the get current player, which recalls the player. And then we have a array list, get current moves, which has a list of valid move, and 0. And if it's equal to 0, it has no move. And we have the make move method, which makes the move, and then the toString methods recalls the current state. So what here is in part A, the player class should provides a method for selecting the next move. By extending this class, different player strategies can be modeled. So we have the player class right here, which is the same thing. And at the bottom, it has a get next move method, and the implementation are not shown, so we don't worry about that. So questions for part A ask the method get asked to write a complete class declaration for a random player class that is a subclass of a player. So basically, we have to write a class called random player, and this should be extending a player class because it is a subclass of player. So keyword extend right here. And the class should have a constructor whose string parameters is a player's name. So it has to have a name. And this name is going to be passed to player because in a player class there's already a constructor to define a name, so there is no need to write declarations and for this name. And then it asks it should override the get next move method and randomly selects one of the valid move in the given game state. If there are no move available for the player, the string no move should be returned. So what these two sentences means that you should write a separate method that is called the same as the parent class and the player, which is the public string get next move. So that is what the meaning of override. So what you should do is first, we should get all the possible move, and then choose a random move. So first, we should get an array list of all possible move, and this can be accomplished by getting the interface, by passing down the interface state. Because in the game state class, there is array list, and then you just use this array list to define this array list so that you can use it and implement it in this class. So first, if the size is equal to 0, so see, if there are no valid moves available for a player, the string should return no move. So if it has no valid move, which means it is equal to 0, it should return no move. Otherwise, it should return a randomly select one of the valid move in the given state. So it should get a random array from the array list. And we can accomplish by getting a random index, and this random index gets the random gets random from the possible sides, and then it will return one of the possible move right here. But that is it for part A. So for part B, the game driver class is used to manage the state of the game during the gameplay, and the game driver class can be written without knowing any of the details about the game being played. So we had to write the game driver class. So these are all the same basically as it provided, and we should write the method play, and the method should first print out the initial state of the game. Basically very easy, just get the game state, and then it will just print out what is in the state, and that's it. And it should then be predetermine the current player and the player next move. So first, and print both players' name and the chosen move and make the move. So basically, we have to create a player and then to set it as the current player in the interface, which is this method. And then after this, we have to make a move. So I first use a string to do the move, and then the player will get a move. Will get a move from the player class right here. Although the implementation is not shown, but we assume it works. So we'll get a move from that class, and then it should print out the name, and then it should print out and it should make the move. Yeah, and then it should make the move again. And this game continuously played, as I mentioned, it should be played over and over again until a winner or the game ends, basically. So we had to utilize a while loop and to make sure the game doesn't get over to be played. Once it's played, when it's over, the game is over, which is this becomes true. The we will get the winner, and if winner is no one, which is null, it should print out no winner or draw, and or else it will print out the winner and it will print out the name. And I think that's it for this question, and thank you for listening.